Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the Enough Said podcast. We are in season 4, episode 2. Gentlemen, this is it. Week 1 of the NFL. We are ready to rock and roll. You guys fired up or what? What's going on, guys?
Absolutely.
Man, a new season. It popped off on Thursday, and now we really popping off today, man.
This is it.
This is it.
Can you believe this year is almost over? I mean, this seems like we just finished last season, you know,
Right.
with the NFL.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like the Super Bowl was just last Sunday. How about that?
Right,
Tell
exactly.
you what.
Exactly.
Well, you know, February was the Super Bowl, man. So we were in it. So it seems like it was just yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
longer than most teams get to play. So we lucked out there. But
Yeah. It's all
Yeah.
good. Yep,
Yeah.
You know, the
Loving
NFL
it,
never
though.
stops, though. You know, it's all
Yeah.
year round, it feels like. You know,
Yeah,
the draft,
exactly.
the
Yep.
free agency, and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Training camp,
Yeah.
Yep.
always something.
It's
Yeah.
moving. Yeah.
It is, man. I mean, man, there's so much movement around, a lot of stuff. I was telling you, what's up, Hef? Hef is
Yo,
up on
Hef
here.
is in the house.
What's
All
up,
right.
Yeah.
What's up,
Hef?
Hef? What's up, buddy? Yep.
So
There he is. What's up, Hef?
let
But
me
yeah, excited, man. Oh, can't wait.
Yeah. All right, well, let me bring everybody in here, the usual cast of characters. But before I do, just a reminder, you can follow us on all the social media platforms, Enough Said Crew. You can email us, enoughsaidcrew@gmail.com, or the Enough Said podcast. Obviously, you can follow us online on all our socials. We're on YouTube, obviously Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff. You know, we'd love to hear from you. Hear our comments. Feel free to chat in the window. With that being said, these guys, the usual suspects today, we're going to have some guests coming up that are very exciting. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, coming up in the next couple of weeks. But for now, with predictions today, we thought we kind of keep everybody in one spot here, just to us, the normal crew. And yeah, man, you know, I try to freestyle once in a while, you know, can't help it, Hef. All right. All right. So this first guy, we'll see if you can figure out who it is. He's got a man crush on Howie Roseman and talks about him all night. All I can say is Howie better get it right. What up, Jermaine?
Jermaine?
What up?
How long did it take you to figure that out with the rhyme? I see you, man. You're trying to bust some, trying to get your rap on. Nah, I got you.
I just want to say, Jermaine, it's nice to have you on the show today. You know, I know how busy you are at home eating your carrot cupcakes, trying to figure out what you do. You know, it was nice having you finally show up today and join us. Yeah.
Yeah, Sal. You know, just to see your ugly behind. You know what I mean? I don't have no crap. You know, that just makes my day. All that.
Oh, man.
Oh, spirit intro.
All right. This guy.
Spit on your intro.
Yeah, spit on my intro. Yeah, you did, man. I just got
So get
stomped.
your flow on.
This next guy, in order to keep Mike on the podcast, we had to strike a deal. So we had to talk to his agent who manages Mike Bosa and try to make it real, but you still don't want to be on the show. What up, Mike?
Hey, what's up?
You got
Nick
the same
Bosa.
agent as
What's going
Bosa. He's
on?
working it for you, man. He's
Nick
working it.
Bosa.
Yeah. I gotta give. We'll probably talk about it, but I think John Winston's the guy that's working it. And I'm telling you, man. I'm not sure how they do with the numbers, but I don't know. We got cap room now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I saw that text, Mike. Yeah, I mean, it's something that you brought that up. And I was like, here, there you go, Jermaine. I was like, all right, whatever, man. Y'all still dysfunctional, so it's all good.
Yeah,
Oh,
Let's
my
see when we got a Super
God.
Bowl trophy.
Yeah, okay. Not before us.
And last but not least, when the Eagles win, he is in heaven. It sure is better than no fantasy win since 2007. Say what up, Greg?
Oh, you gotta bring it out. You gotta bring out the fantasy football. Yeah, that's why.
Right?
Hey, I got my
Very
one ring. I retired. I'm done. But y'all,
2007 though, Dre. Come on, man.
something like that. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And
That's right.
Jermaine made me retire, man.
That's right. Well, it's all right. I'm getting
I
bounced
didn't
out of
make
my
you-
fantasy baseball
I didn't
today.
make you
So
retire. RQ made you retire. That's what it was, because you know he talks a lot
And-
of smack, Dre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, if he's listening, he can kiss my.
all right, before we get to the predictions, let me just do this. Jermaine, do you know what the number 1 is? And it's not what you're doing when you're thinking about your boy LaFraud James.
Number
Wow.
1. I mean, no, man. Tell me about it. What
All
you
right,
got?
number 1 is the teams that have gone back to the Super Bowl and won after losing the Super Bowl. It's only happened one time.
Mike's
in
laughing
NFL
over
history.
there.
Mike is laughing because he knows the chances.
He
this year.
knows.
He knows, but
I'll-
only one time can Howie get it right and be number 2.
What, look, man, you put the intro out talking about I'm sleeping, I'm on Howie's board. I mean, I'm thinking, behind the scenes, you love Howie, Sal. You do. You love Howie because you know Howie is getting it right. So just stop.
He
Sal,
is
stop.
not
But
getting
you
it
keep
right.
I'm just
saying
laughing
Howie,
because Sal is always negative about the Eagles, man. No
but
matter what you
it's
do.
negative. Yeah.
Hey, man.
He's always negative.
He
He
loves
always
he
But
gotta
loves-
do
KD
something.
said,
I'm
KD said
chalking it up, guys. I'm
KD
chalking
is
it
in
up
history
that
the worst.
he loves Howie. He loves Howie. That's the bottom line. So
He's
every
my
time he talking
favorite.
about Howie better get it right, Howie better get it right, and I'm done with the Eagles, this, that, he loves Howie. He loves Howie. I mean, you look around his house, probably in his bedroom, he got a nice sign or that, what's that big thing back in the day?
Fat head.
Fat head.
Fat
He got a
head,
fat
yeah.
head right above his headboard. And Howie's smiling. I got you, bro.
Well, maybe I should put Howie back there instead of the Eagles. Let's put big old Howie on the door.
Adams, do I have a fat head of? All right, and that's later. That's for another part of the show.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right.
Oh boy.
That's
Oh,
closed door. That's closed door.
Yeah, I don't know how to-
information.
yeah, I was
I
gonna
don't know,
say that's something you do in
Remember,
middle
this is
school.
rated G, man. All right.
But Kay's doing her own thing with FanDuel. She's happy now. Good luck to her. But I'm just saying, she's got her own
Oh,
thing
man.
going on right now.
So
But
sad.
all right, let's get these predictions out of the way. We talked a little bit about it. Dre, you ready to pop that thing up? What do you got going on over there? Or is Mike popping it up?
Yeah,
Who's
we're
sharing?
gonna dive right
Yeah.
into it, man.
All right, let's
We
just
Yeah,
dive right
absolutely.
into
Let's
it.
go.
All right, let's
Yeah,
do
Yeah,
it.
let's go,
right
Jay. You
into
put it
it.
up before you go to the next slide. I just gotta say real quick, thanks for you guys filling this thing out. I know it was quite a bit to go through it all, but I appreciate you doing it. Also, much
Mhm.
love to the All Dressed Up podcast. K Diz
Most
and
definitely, most
and Hef
definitely.
also contributed, and so I got their answers up here. And we actually had a guest that filled this form out, and unfortunately, I couldn't figure out who it was. I believe it's Sierra's picks based on what I saw, but I put guests in there. But
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's Sierra. I'll find out for sure, and I'll update it. But
Mhm.
let's go ahead and get right into it. So first up is the NFC West.
All right, bring it coming to the West. Mhm.
Yeah, we're
Why
going
it's
with
got
the
to be the
West.
NFC West? I mean, jeez. I mean, I
Because
understand
that's how I
this.
put the form together.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad.
Yeah, that's all. It gets going in order. We'll get to you guys.
Gee, man,
But
shut
look,
up. Shut up, Jermaine. Jeez.
Oh, that
Across
helmet!
the
Come
board.
on. Ugh.
Come on, man.
across the board, right? Niners, everyone picked Niners, so you can't gripe and talk about it when you picked them. And then
You know what? I
Chicken second.
almost picked the Seahawks, Mike.
I know
almost
you
picked the
almost did, but you didn't.
Seahawks.
You had to keep it
The
real.
Lamb fraud.
Really, the Cardinals and the Lambs were the two that were just like people flipped and flopped. Most people picked the Lambs to finish ahead of the frauds, but
Mhm.
with Dre, you was the different person. You had to pick the Cardinals ahead of the Lambs. We'll see. I think both teams are going to be in it for a rough time. I don't know what you guys think, but this looked
He
pretty.
picked the
soft to me.
Cardinals over the Rams.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Dre. All
You
right.
talking all right, Jay?
Man.
I know what
Wow.
I'm doing.
Okay.
Rams have a
Right
lot of
there.
offense right now. I mean, Cooper Kupp
I
might be
picked
out for the
Detroit to win,
season.
didn't I?
Huh?
I picked Detroit to beat Kansas City, didn't I?
We'll
So-
talk about that. We'll talk. If
Yeah,
we have time,
we will talk about that.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Go ahead,
All right,
Mike.
let's go
Go
on
ahead,
next
Mike.
one. Next one, NFC East.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right,
I love that helmet.
look, nothing was going to change on this. Everyone's going to pick the Eagles. The other picks are kind of interesting. A lot of people had the
Mhm.
Cowgirls, pick second. K Diz went out with the Giants, which is possible.
Come
and then
on,
of course
Hef.
Hef had to pick the Commodores. There's a lot
Well,
of
I
excitement in
mean,
Washington,
Sam
so
Howell?
anything's possible. But I think across the board, everyone's Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
you
much.
know what?
It's
I was kind of
interesting.
stuck. I was kind of stuck between the Commanders and the Giants. I didn't know. I think they're going to be finishing. I think they're going to be tied at the end of the season. That's what I'm thinking. So you pick your poison. Who's going to be last? So
Yeah.
yeah, that was my
Yeah, the
difficult.
Giants and Commodores are flipping back and
Yeah,
forth,
yeah.
and
I think
yeah,
they're one of a
man.
kind. I think they're pretty much they mirror each other to be honest with you.
Right.
That's just my opinion. So sorry,
Yeah,
Hef.
yeah. I think the Commodores,
Sorry,
have
yeah.
definitely. I think all the teams have a chance to have a winning record this year. Not
Yeah.
all will get in the playoffs,
Mhm.
but all of them will have winning seasons.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we can go ahead and jump to the next one. Got the NFC South.
Why?
This one, a little bit of a mix. Most people went to the Saints. A couple Panthers fans or a couple Panthers picks. Dre had the Panthers, man. That's kind of surprised, Dre. The Panthers with rookie
What?
quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I'm saying. He can't see over the line, Dre. I mean, come on. You talking about you know what you're talking about. You know what you're doing. Come on, man.
Yeah, I do, man.
5'7".
The Panthers are actually most movement around improvement that they've done off season. And they I think they're gonna be okay. I mean, this division sucks, so why not put the Panthers up
You
in
got a rookie.
front?
You got a rookie quarterback that's 5'2". I just don't see anything. And then you got
Wasn't
Miles
Russell?
Yeah.
You had Russell Wilson, rookie quarterback. Look what happened.
Yeah, but he wasn't
good.
5'2".
You had Drew
5'2".
Drew Brees.
All right, he
couldn't
wasn't
see over the
5'2"
line.
either. Yeah, he wasn't 5'2" either.
Yeah, well, maybe
So,
this guy. Hey,
it
man.
remains
The
to be
Bryce
seen.
is 5'7" for the record, but yeah,
Huh?
he's short. He's 5'7" for the record, but he's still short compared to other quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But
All right.
Jermaine, yeah, the Falcons though. I mean, is that because you live in that area? You
I'm
hearing a lot of
listening.
chatter
You
about
talking about
this?
you know what you're talking about.
I'm
Yeah,
li-
okay, Falcons.
I'm listening to what's going on. I mean, I'm thinking that the Falcons, and sometimes when I'm going into work, listening on the radio and all that stuff, I think they're like the Falcons are the most improved team in this division. So
What? Because of B. Robinson?
Well, B. Robinson and you got that wide receiver core. I mean, I think the only thing on offense is what's going to happen with that quarterback.
Yeah, because he's going to get killed because there's no line.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, yeah, that's how I feel. So shut up. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Ditto.
The Falcons are commit to the run.
don't know what
the
you're
Falcons
talking
last
about.
year.
You got Kyle Pitts. I mean, you got Drake
Yeah.
London. I just, and then when I'm hearing about whether, now I could be a fool and it probably, it could happen towards the end of the season, when we look at these picks again, but that's what I got, so who else
Falcons
got
believe in
the
the
guest?
run, man. They
that
commit
guest
to
got
it, so.
the guest has the Panthers too, huh? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
It's probably Sierra. I do think it's probably her.
Oh, is it
I think
Sierra?
it's Sierra,
Okay.
yeah. Especially
Yeah.
when you start seeing some of the later stuff, I think it is Sierra.
Yeah.
But all right, we go jump to the NFC North.
All right.
You'll see what helmets up there. You know who everyone picked.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Lions.
Oh,
Huh? All right.
yeah.
Gray's
But now, see,
Lions.
yeah, but what's interesting though, how Sal says I'm a realist. I think the Vikings are going to take it.
Kirk
to the
Cousins.
Yeah,
You
well,
know.
he's on the you're on the Kirk Cousins bandwagon. That's what that is.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Just
I'm
listen.
on it. But like I said, the Lions. I had the top 5, like the Lions' most improved team so far. They start out okay. It's only one game, but overall, yeah, I got the Vikings.
He's got him going to the Super Bowl already. He's all excited about the Lions, man.
Yeah, okay. I didn't have that.
I just saw what Hef said.
Calm down.
It is
Calm
funny.
down.
That is a perfect T-shirt, man.
Let me
I see
see.
Hef said that's how I feel should be a T-shirt. That's perfect. I like that.
Shut up.
If there's another outburst from Hef, we're bringing Fancy on. All right, so Hef, take it easy. All right?
so real quick, guys, with the NFC North. I mean, okay, you see how we got Sal. You got the Packers in the back.
Yep.
The guest has the Packers in the back. Hef has the Packers. Jermaine. So is that really to change it because Aaron Rodgers is gone, or is it more than just Aaron Rodgers? Is it? Can the team? We got Jordan Love, right? So
Yeah.
we got to really see this guy's the real deal, right?
Yeah.
And if the Packers can still maintain what they did last year with this new quarterback, I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think?
You still got the nucleus. I mean, they still got their old line. I mean, if they can stay healthy, because I forgot that one guard, that one tackle that's always getting hurt every other game and whatnot. I mean, you still got the backfield and stuff, and then their wide receiver is questionable because that Christian Watson, he can't stay healthy because I don't even think he's playing today.
Yeah, I think Dobbs out too. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all questionable.
They
but
still have Jones, right? They got the running back Jones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Aaron Jones. Yeah. So, my thing is that if they could all stay healthy, because at one point when they was healthy, they seemed like they was clicking together. It seemed like it was coming together a couple games towards the end of the season and stuff. Mm-hmm. So if they could just stay together and just click together as far as being healthy, yeah, I mean, and then it's going to start with Jordan Love. Yeah, like you said, what is he going to do? I mean, did he get enough experience with, sitting behind Aaron Rodgers? Time would tell.
He's been there 3 years,
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully it's one of those deals where you sit a quarterback for a couple of years and he learns the systems when he finally does play.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not lost.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, I actually had the Packers ahead of the Vikings. I had the Vikings taking a step back. Last year, I mean, the Vikings had 4 or 5 wins that
with
were
1 point
wins, So I don't think they're going to repeat that this year. I mean, I know Justin Jefferson is a heck of a weapon, and they got some offense, but no Dalvin Cook either. I think they're going to take a step back, and the Packers might be that surprise team. And then the Lions, I think, are the cream of the crop of that division. I think they are much improved, and I think the Bears, will be better, but Fields still has to be a passer more than a runner, and I think you still got to evolve.
I think real fast. Yeah, go ahead, Sal.
Oh, sorry, Jerry. I was just going to say, I think Jordan Love's got the arm. The question is, will that translate into the percentage of, completions and interceptions like he typically does? It hasn't worked out well in the past with him. If he can figure that out, I think it'd be a threat. I don't like their defense. I think that's really where the Packers are going to fall short. I think they'll be okay on offense, but that defense is just a little suspect.
Yeah.
Well, they got that one corner. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jay. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go with the corner.
No. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that, to me, the NFC North is the most from all season juggled division, but at the same time, I gave Vikings a little head up because they got Jefferson, and I'm seeing how the Bears. I mean, we got to talk about Justin Fields too. The Bears are supposed to be this new improved team. So to me, I just said Vikings are the most strongest team. What I'm trying to say strongest, and then the Lions and the Packers and Bears. That to me, that can flip flop. So.
It's a most intriguing. It's a most intriguing division. I mean, because we have our predictions and everything right here, but it could go either way. I think it could go from the Packers, to where we all pretty much picked the Lions and the Vikings and all that stuff. Packers can, like you said, or even if the Bears could get it, Vikings, I mean, it's a tight division. I think if you look at all these teams right here, it's a tight division. I mean, it could go anywhere. It's
a tight conference. I mean, everybody talks about it, San Fran, Dallas and Philly, and then everybody else.
Right.
You kind of see it when you're picking these. You're just kind of like, well, the Commodores might be able to take the Giants, or the Lions might be behind the Vikings. It's such a wide open conference with the NFC. Yeah. But we'll go ahead and switch up. We'll go ahead and move on. And AFC West is coming up next with Dre's other favorite team.
Wow.
So even though they lost their opening game, which was not Mahomes' fault, the Chiefs are picked number 1 across the board for everybody, and then we all got the Chargers finishing second, and then it's a flip flop between the Broncos and Raiders, which I think a lot of us all think stink. I mean, Sierra did have the Broncos ahead of the Chargers, but other than that,
that's a big one.
Broncos Raiders.
I just wish that the Chargers just step up this year, man. I mean, really. I mean, you got everything laid out in paper, laid out on the field. I mean, but you just got to go out and play the game. I just wish that they would just wake the hell up and give the Chiefs a run, because I'm getting tired of with the Chiefs and all that, with the Chiefs winning the division. I think always, I guess my secondary team in the AFC would be the Chargers, because I just like how they lay out. But they just seem like they just come up short, and they just be doing dumb stuff, man. You know.
Well, it's simple. They got to finish. That's the word.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You saw what happened last year
Yeah, I
against
know.
the Jaguars
They just don't finish. Yeah, you're right.
It seems like it's the coach
and the Colts.
You know, I hate to say it, but it seems like it's the coach is the holdback. Like they just need another guy that's just knows how to take a good team and take them over the edge. You know, I hate to say it, it's kind of like watching, you know, like the Bucks from back in the day. They always kept winning, but then Gruden showed up and they got a Super Bowl, and it's like, yes, it was all Tony's players, but it was just it was something about a voice that they just needed to hear to get them to the next level. And I feel like the Chargers are that same kind of team. Like they just need a voice that's just, you know, it's like Phil Jackson taking over a great team. You know, then they win championships. You know, they got the pieces. They just need that voice. But we'll see. This could be their year to make some noise. They got.
I'm saying that we're consistent at the end between the Broncos and the Raiders. Everybody's flip flopping. You know what I mean? So that, you know, that's definitely a flip flop. You know, Broncos getting in last, so the Raiders getting.
And I think the Broncos have the bigger question mark above their head than the Raiders, because what the heck is going on with Russell Wilson? I mean,
you know, we're gonna see this year.
Yeah, he's kissing babies, right? But now we got Sean Payton. You know, coaching there. So let's see what happens today. You know, so and then the Raiders, you got your old boy Mike over there now. You know, you got Jimmy G. You know, is he gonna, you know, really connect with Adams? You know, with Devontae? So
he will until he gets hurt.
He does his pirouette thing again.
Jimmy always gets hurt.
Jimmy G over Russell Wilson. He said, "I'll take Jimmy G over Russell Wilson."
Let me ask you guys a question. Is Sean Payton a legitimate coach?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
I say so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Give me a reason.
Saints.
What he did with the Saints, and he came for the Giants, right? Under what's his name?
Yeah, under.
He's got a Super Bowl, and I mean they were.
He's got one
pretty
Super
well
Bowl
organized in New Orleans.
You know, right.
I mean I think he's a legitimate coach. You know, I think he knows how to build a program. You know, build a team.
Okay.
So, I mean, Hall of Fame, maybe not. I don't know, but definitely.
I was gonna say, that was my next question. Do you think he's a Hall of Famer?
I don't know about a Hall of Famer.
Russell Wilson around. You win a Super Bowl, Russell Wilson, man. I'm putting him to the top.
Yeah, I don't know about Hall of Famer, but
with this version of Russell,
with Jimmy Graham, Drew Brees, Marcus Colston, that whole squad, you know, the defense was par.
Yeah.
I think he could have had a dynasty with them, honestly. You know,
a dynasty with who? With the Saints?
With the Saints. I'm saying Sean Payton. You know,
I don't know.
I don't think his defense was strong enough for that. But
his defense.
I said his defense was par.
Yeah,
the defense was par. It was the offense. The offense was outrageous.
I don't know. I mean, just looking back, because at one point I thought, Sean Payton is he's a great coach. But now I'm looking at it and just look at, he put some good teams together. He puts a good program together. I agree with you with that, Mike. But I don't know. I think he's a little above mediocre. That's his, that's just me. You know, he's got a Super Bowl. Well, you know, there's a lot of teams. I mean, there's a lot of coaches that has one Super Bowl and whatnot. But I think he's a little above mediocre for me. I mean, he hasn't really stood out to say this is the man. You know what I mean? That
I got you.
He commands like 100% respect and all that stuff. And like teams that go up against him, they fear him. I don't. You know, that's the way I see it. You know, so.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I kind of get that. Plus, he's been out of the game for a minute too, so
that too, Mike. Yeah, that too.
Now,
I didn't think about that.
Before we move on, this is pretty important, guys, for what we saw in Detroit, and we were texting each other. Is it because we can definitely say they didn't have Kansas City didn't have Kelsey, right, and then they didn't have their top rusher signed yet, but is it to the point where you saw the play calling that is the offensive coordinator being missed? There's only one game, or what? I mean, my question to asking you guys: Will Kansas City be okay if when Kelsey comes back, and will they be or they miss offensive coordinator?
Yeah, I think Kansas City is going to be okay because if you look at that game you look at that game, Kelsey is a touchdown maker. So even one or two, Detroit would have probably lost that game. And then granted, like I said, Chris Jones coming off that, that edge, their best pass rusher and stuff. I think Detroit would have lost that game. Now going forward, I think they're going to win the division.
Mhm.
And I think they're going to get it together. You know what I mean? Without the enemy being on that, on that field, they're going to figure it out. But they're not going to be that dominant team like like they were last year. Because I think what we was talking about on Friday night, guys, is that Tyreek Hill. I think it's starting to catch up with that Tyreek Hill. Somebody that's going to stress the field and all that stuff. Because you got your middleman in Travis Kelce, but those wide receivers, like you said, dropping those balls and all that stuff, it's going to bite them in the ass with Tyreek Hill not being there now. Now you're going to see what really. Now I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes had a great Super Bowl and all that stuff. Now you're really going to see the real what the real deal is with Patrick Mahomes.
Now the first half was actually defensively well by Detroit. Detroit shut out Kansas City. Didn't score 7 at all in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So and then they were going back and forth between. So I was like Detroit's defense is not scared. They were handling it.
Yeah.
Oh man, they're going up against. But but I think Kansas City. Because I watched that game too, and I just think that there were guys on Kansas City that were wide open, and they just didn't catch the ball. And I feel like their offense is fine. I mean, if you got guys going wide open like that, I mean. Mahomes did his job. All those dudes had to do was catch the daggone ball, and they would have won the game. I didn't expect it to be a blowout. I mean, they don't have that firepower right now with those receivers. But they definitely can win games. They'll be fine. The defense is garbage, though. I don't care what anybody says, but they know that they never invest in that defense. So secondary was invisible. Been invisible since the Super Bowl.
Right.
I don't think they're going to be dominant. I don't think they're going to be dominant like they were last year. Yeah, they'll clean up they'll clean up a lot of stuff and whatnot, but that's why I'm hoping that the Superchargers will get it right. You know what I mean? And really give them a run for Kansas City, a run for their money and whatnot. So
I think if you get Kansas City on the road, if you get Kansas City on the road, I think it's a much different game.
Exactly. I mean, they haven't been road tested, especially in the playoff. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see is Patrick Mahomes on the road to see what you can actually do. You know what I mean? In the playoffs.
Yeah. So I've said they are a little arrogant with these sorry receivers. I don't want to see them patronize their offense.
That's it.
I agree with that.
Patriots. I guess we go ahead and jump on to the next division. So we got the AFC East. This one is kind of interesting. A couple Bills, a lot of Jets. But then at the bottom, I got the Finns. Both Hef and Jermaine got the Dolphins taking that division.
Yes. All right, Hef, we finally agree on something, Hef. Let's go. Let's go.
I hear a lot of Dolphins love, man. I tell you, this is cool stuff.
Let's go.
This is another one that has the same profile as the NFC North. I'll be funny. When I'm drunk, I say, the Jets will win the Super Bowl. But I am taking the Jets. I'm on board with the Aaron Rodgers thing and their defense. I really like their defense. So if to me the missing piece was their quarterback, and they, we're going to see today.
Well, this is another intriguing division again.
Yeah, that's
what I mean. It's another very intriguing division besides the Pats because we got. Who the hell's got the Bills last?
I do.
Mike.
I got it. Yes.
Wow.
It's Josh Allen.
Wow, Mike.
Hey, Dizzle's got him.
Okay. I got you, Mike. No, I hear you. I'm not mad at you.
They're due for a step back. That doesn't mean like garbage, like 4 and 13, but definitely taking a step back behind the other two teams.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, but okay. All right. Sal got the Finns. Sal, what are you talking about?
Finns last, man. He's got to stay healthy.
Wow.
He's got to show me. He hasn't shown me.
So you got the Pats over the Finns.
I do. I think they're going to be much better with coaching this year. They got much better coaching coordinators this year.
Who, Pats?
I had the
Yep.
I had the Pats second because of that. I mean, they have
Yep.
real coordinators now. I mean,
They
you know that
Mhm.
that can make a world of difference. So
Mhm.
You'll
yeah,
see today.
yeah,
They pop one against
Yeah.
the Eagles.
Yeah.
that is
I
true.
don't know
You'll
about
get
that.
a
No,
but at least you'll get a good
Dre,
idea of what you got against
Yeah,
the
the
Eagles. I
predict-
mean,
yeah, I
even if
know
they lose
exactly.
and look decent, then you know the Patriots are
look.
definitely much better than last year.
It's going to
Honest-
be it's going to be a tight game, Dre. You got to understand, Bill Belichick is still Bill Belichick. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And he's still
Oh,
that
no, that's not why I'm
defensive-minded
shaking my head.
person. But
No,
yeah,
no, I
but
agree with you. I'm not
yeah,
shaking my head because
it's
of
going to
that.
be. And you know, we talked about it on Friday. It's going to be a tight and it's going to be an ugly game. That's how I feel.
Last year, Detroit played this tight.
Mhm.
opening
Yeah. Oh
game.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I remember that. AJ
Let's-
Brown saved your game.
AJ
Yeah.
Brown saved the game. But back to this, guys. I think those teams there, the Bills, the Finns, they can really flip around. I don't see the Pats. I just don't. I don't see them. That's why I got them last.
That's why I never
Yeah.
count Mike Tomlin out, and I never count Bill Belichick.
That's
out.
right.
That's
just-
true.
You
That's
know what I
true.
mean?
And
That's
let's
all.
not forget, Hurts
Yeah.
hasn't gotten hit since February. Hurts has not
Yeah,
gotten
exactly.
hit
That's
since
another
February.
thing. That's what I'm
Yeah.
afraid. Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. You know, it's just they're not going to be all. Yeah, they're not going to be all one accord. It's going to be penalties left and right. Yeah, I agree with you, Sal.
It's sloppy.
Well-
If the Eagles were playing them week 5, I'd be like, oh yeah, Eagles all day. But
Yeah,
you know, Hurts has had his yellow jersey, red jersey on all training camp. He's not getting hit. You know, he hasn't gotten hit since the Super Bowl in February, guys. He's going to have to trust today. It's
Yeah.
Well, what this
Yeah.
this game to today is probably running back committee. That's what I think
Maybe.
against
Maybe.
the Pats.
It's
Yeah.
going to be
right.
raining up there, so maybe.
All right.
Oh, it is raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's raining here.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll get back to the game.
Okay.
We definitely gonna talk about that
Okay.
matchup.
Yeah,
So
okay,
let's go
go
through
ahead,
these
yeah.
real quick. So you got
Yeah.
the AFC South. I think this one is across the board Jags, and the rest are kind of flip flop between Texans and Titans.
Yeah,
Most
Colts,
people had the
everybody.
Titans finish second. I got the Texans and D'Amico Ryans finishing second. You know, the Colts are all the way in the back. You know, I think they got some
Mhm.
work to do. We go into the last division, which I think is another tough one to pick. AFC
Yes,
North.
it is. I agree.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, this is bad.
Everyone across the board is on the Bengals, but then after that, it's up to me. I got Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to take that division. But then Browns last, and then in between is Steelers and Ravens seem to be in between for everybody else.
This is another intriguing.
Yeah, I
division.
agree.
I mean, this is
This
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is wild. Because when I was looking at it, I was like, man, I mean, it could go flip flop either way, you know, and that
Yeah.
includes the Browns, you know.
Well,
so yeah,
Yeah, we'll see today.
Burrows-
yeah.
Joe
Yep.
Burrows is the highest paid NFL player now, so he better get it done.
Yeah, and he hasn't beaten the Browns at home,
Right.
away.
Yeah,
Since,
right.
since he's been a quarterback. So they play the Browns away again today. So it's a good test.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and jump to the next one. So these are those individual awards. These are the different categories that I came up
I
with.
love
Some
this.
are pretty crazy, some
Nice.
are serious. But we'll go ahead and jump in. MVP. This one was kind of chalk, but there are some interesting picks here. Burrows, Mahomes,
What?
kind of easy. Yeah.
Come on, Have.
Come on, Hef.
Come
He
on.
said it. He said it.
He's
said it
got to get his
before.
head right, man. He's got to get his head right, Hef.
He doesn't have a head right now.
That's
It's
the
on a
reason, man.
field.
He said it
Hef,
before.
did
I
you
was
bang
like,
your head when you wrote this? You
Yeah,
must have
that's
banged
what
your
it
head when you wrote this.
sounds.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised he didn't
he's
put his
serious.
quarterback in there. Sam
He's
Howell is
serious
MVP.
about it.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Hef said we
But I
love.
mean-
Hef said we keep agreeing, Jermaine. I loved it. No, we don't. I mean, now we're back to square one. When you talk about two is the MVP, man. Come on, man.
He's a psychic. Yeah,
Jermaine's like, I'm not
But I
with
mean-
you, man. I'm not on board with you now. Wait, he says, I'm a
Yeah.
psychic.
Yeah, but
But
go
I mean, Jermaine, you got Justin Jefferson, which I'm trying to remember the last
Man.
time a receiver
Oh,
won
God.
MVP.
Yeah.
It's
Megatron.
typically quarterback.
Was it
Man,
Megatron?
Man, that's a while. That's a while ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, hey.
And it's doable. I mean, especially because he's trying to get a new contract, so he
Yeah.
might really show out even more this
He
year.
might show out.
Oh.
Yeah, he might show out real bit. Yeah.
Kirk
Well,
Cousins.
yeah, it looks like everybody else's picks were kind of like the top, the
Yeah,
favorites:
Mahomes,
Burrows, Hurts,
Burrows,
Mahomes. Yeah,
Hurts.
man, I guess we're all kind of boring. But
Mahomes.
all right.
So, damn, Dre. I mean, if you're
Talk
gonna pick
to
a
us.
quarterback, Dre, how come you didn't pick Hurts? You picked Mahomes.
Because he's got
That's
another.
because he watched that quarterback show.
He's got a Super Bowl. He won the Super Bowl.
You watch that
Go
show.
ahead. Let's go.
All right, go ahead, Mike.
All right,
This is
yeah,
Mike.
it is Ryan Leaf, with the good picture of Ryan Leaf. Almost had his other picture with him in jail in prison clothes, but I went ahead with the Chargers.
Well, you got to put
But
him in
yes,
his uniform.
the biggest bust, these are the players that we think, are just going to stink it up this year. So,
Mhm.
Sally, you think Aaron Rodgers is going to be a bust?
With
Wow.
Hef,
gonna be hard to
Hef, we
see, but
agree.
yeah.
Hef, we agree.
Wow. Hef said
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Hef does not like Rodgers though, man. I think he would.
That's
pick
what I'm
him no matter
surprised
what.
by that, Hef, because when we were on your show, man, you were talking about how much hate you had for Dakota. For Dak, man.
Hey, you
Mhm.
can see I
Oh,
put
Dakota.
in there.
Because I was gonna say, who's Dakota?
No, that's his name, Dakota. That's his,
That's
that's
his first name.
I said Dre and King Dizzle picked Dakota. I said, well, who that? All right, look. I said, who's
Yeah,
Dakota?
Dakota
That's why I was
is
about
Dak-
to say that.
Dak
Oh,
Prescott.
Dakota.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
I
I
was,
got
I was being
Yeah.
funny when I
Dak
say
is short.
Yeah, okay.
Dakota.
All right, I
Yeah.
got it down. All right.
Dre, you
Yeah.
better not show that to
Yeah.
Michelle. You're gonna get divorced, dude.
Yeah.
Well, she might be watching this podcast, man.
Yeah. Well,
Oh man.
Hold on, I gotta put this up. That's it.
Dakota
That's
isn't
it.
a buzz. He's a
That's
bum.
it.
Yeah.
Dakota isn't a bust. He's a bum. You got that right.
I'll say it
Yeah.
now.
Y'all had me
Let's
messed
hear it.
up. I thought it was Dakota. I said, well, who's this?
Yeah.
There's a reason
Dakota-
why they
Dakota
picked
Prescott.
up. There's a reason why they picked up Mike's boy Trey Lance. That's all I'm saying. There's a reason why. They
And
didn't
Dak
have
is
to.
in his contract ends this year. So
Yeah.
Yeah. But man, you got Derek Carr up there. You think he's gonna stink it up in New Orleans?
Yeah, I think he is. I mean, the
Oh,
way
man.
everything ended in Las Vegas, yeah, I don't think that's not going to be a good fit. That's just my opinion.
Gotcha.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
Derek
man.
down on the rookie up there
Yep,
in
Anthony
the Colts,
Richardson, yep.
which
Yeah.
he could look really
could.
bad. He's so raw, you don't know what you got.
Yeah.
All right, we going to the next one. This is
All
the
right.
Paper Tigers.
okay.
That team that's good on paper. But,
I
in
love the
reality,
graphic. Love it.
well,
Awesome.
reality doesn't live up to the hype. I think we all across the board, think the Cowgirls, got a lot of talent, but not going to live up to it. Sierra had the Browns. Yeah, they got a lot of talent too. Let's see with Deshaun and Amari Cooper. The Jets is definitely a lot of hype. I almost would have went with the Jets over the Cowgirls because God, they keep talking about Aaron Rodgers and how great.
Yeah, I
he's
know.
Mhm.
And Aaron Rodgers in New York. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
Yep.
And the Bills.
Explain yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. I think the Bills is a good pick. I think they're a lot of hype too. Good on paper, may not really. I already picked them to pick last, so I think that's a good pick myself.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Jermaine Bills.
What? I mean, it's just a lot of. I mean, definitely with the running game, they just don't get it. Now all of a sudden they're just picking now. They're just picking all these running backs and all that stuff. I don't think you just can't pick a whole bunch of running backs and they can't. And it doesn't fit the scheme. It's just the running game. I mean, and then they fizzle out in the playoffs. I mean, they run strong and then they fizzle out in the playoffs. It's just I don't see it. I don't see it.
They're trying to take the pressure off the quarterback. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. All right. Well,
Ja-
we got the next. We go to the next one. Yeah, go. We got the Jabberjaw. This is the Get No Respect. So this was the team. And Sal, you didn't follow directions because I said pick a team that's kind of like was bad last year that becomes good. The Lions weren't bad last year. So I'll leave it up
pay
there.
attention to directions.
He's calling me out, man. Oh, man.
He said, yeah, but Sal, you don't pay attention.
Yeah.
To
Wow.
See, I had the Seahawks, and they made the playoffs last year, so they weren't bad either. But yeah, this one's pretty interesting because you got the Texans, which I think could turn it around. Dre, you got
Yep.
the Texans too.
Yep.
This will pick the Rams, Bears definitely. I think,
Rams.
and then Jermaine, you Texans too. I mean, the Rams were bad last year. They were they won what 4 or 5 games. So
They still are.
Yeah,
I don't
they still
see
got
them being-
McGenius there.
I don't see him being respectable.
a train.
yeah,
That's a
I don't
trend.
see it either. I don't want them to. I hate them.
Yeah.
Well, I know you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They could say bad for years.
yeah.
But let's go on to the next one. This one is gonna be funny.
Oh, look at
Oh,
the
jeez.
Ah.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, this is the straight cash, homie. So this is the, the big ticket free agent or trade or signing extension, whatever that pans out, for
Rashad
that's really
Penny.
worth it. And it's Sal.
I knew that would get. I knew that would
What the
get.
hell?
I had to look it up. I said, "What's
I
in
knew
Rashad
it was
Penny?"
Rashad
Yeah,
Penny. He got
got a
1 year
1 year.
at the minimum.
He's gonna be a beast. He's gonna be a strategy.
Sal, you know how we
I
do
said
this thing,
big
man.
ticket.
No, big ticket.
Rashad Penny. He's gonna be.
Sal, you know I'm gonna have to. Sal, you don't have to boot you.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, are you kidding me? Rashad Penny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Hey, if I don't pick the
What?
Eagles, you guys bust on me saying I'm not an Eagles fan. If I do pick them now, you're busting on me. Come on, man.
Yeah, but come
Come on,
on, man.
man.
Yeah, but
Dude,
the best
Sal
big
Penny,
signing.
You could have
Big
said
signing.
DeAndre.
His
Dude, you
stats
could
when
have said
healthy-
DeAndre
DeAndre
Swift
Swift,
for that.
man.
I mean,
You could've said
yeah, I
DeAndre
mean that.
Swift. Yeah, man.
Rashad
When his
Penny, that's not even
stats-
going to play.
when he's healthy, his stats are better than any other running back.
You're
5 or
right,
6
but
carries.
when is the last time he was really healthy? When is the
All
last
right,
time
When I
Yeah.
had a
Yeah.
fantasy
Yeah.
football team.
You know?
Exactly.
So
When I had a fantasy
Alright.
football team, that's when he was good.
let's see what happens.
All right, but yeah, some of the other picks, are pretty good. I got Hargrove, Jermaine Hargrove also. That was definitely a big ticket. Lamar
Yeah.
got the big money, and Carr got paid as well. DJ Moore, even though it was a trade, it still
Right.
was a trade for the number 1 draft pick.
I thought
the
about
Bears
him,
traded
yeah.
out of that, so that was
thought about
pretty
DJ Moore.
big in itself. So him in Carolina.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll to the next one real
Yep.
quick. This one,
Yep.
Talking about
speaks
cash
for
and petty.
itself.
That's it.
Turnover machine. You see what I got the picture of? The leading
Brett
interceptions of all time.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get your boy Ron fired up.
Ron,
But yeah, turnover
listen.
machine. This is quarterbacks we think gonna have the most interceptions. Sal, you and I think Danny Dimes is gonna turn into a pumpkin this year and throw a lot of picks. Definitely a couple of Josh Allens out there, which we've seen that happen where he starts throwing picks later in the season. And of course, everyone's favorite, Dakota Prescott. Jay, you and Hef can't stand him, so I know you had to pick him.
Hey, he said on the radio all season, "I'm not throwing no more than 10." Well, you threw 3 in your practice.
Talk
digs.
about practice,
yeah.
man.
No,
Talk about
yeah.
practice, not even
Yeah,
a game.
that's right. I'm talking about.
We're talking about
but no.
practice. Come on.
Yeah, man, he's gonna
Yeah.
he's gonna throw more than 10. He's gonna top his number from last year.
All because
Gotcha.
of practice.
All right, let's roll to the next one real quick. We got this is the defensive MVP.
I like
so this is
it.
the
I like
boom.
it, Mike.
Where that
I
truck
like
come
I
from?
love it.
Yeah, we got the Madden ambulance out there.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it, man.
so some interesting picks out there. Micah Parsons and Hargrove, I think definitely are some good ones. I mean, Parsons is up here a lot. I mean, he is a beast, man. He was great last year, so I think that's a strong pick. Dre, you got Kayvon Thibodeau from the Giants.
Yeah, man, he's a sleeper. He's a sleeper, guys. This guy can really put it on.
He
And,
Googled, Dre, you Googled him. You don't know Thibodeau.
I didn't Google nothing, man. I didn't Google nothing.
Dre, you didn't follow directions. Come on.
Wow. I'm the smartest one in the room, so that's what you're calling. So no,
He
man,
had all right
this
season
guy,
last year as a rookie. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was. I think he's going to really be well.
Over Parson and Hargrove, though?
Yeah.
I'm just picking sleeper.
well,
man.
I mean, hey, this got a rookie. I mean, Jalen Carter got a lot of hype. to him.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
for
lot
the
of-
Eagles.
Yeah.
It was close. I was going to pick him, but
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Well,
good.
guys, hold on this next slide. Here we go. Go ahead, Dre.
all right.
The next
Ready?
one, the AB,
All right.
AB, hold your beer.
I love it. Oh man, I love it.
Wow.
This is
Yeah,
hilarious.
The biggest distraction, this is those players or coaches, whatever, that just are distractions to the team. Now, Sal, Arthur
that?
Juan Brown,
Who is
AJ
that?
Brown, AJ Brown.
AJ
That's his
Brown.
government name. From the
Oh my
how is he going to be
Man,
the
AJ
biggest
Brown.
distraction on the Eagles?
He is, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. He is TO 2.0. It may not
Oh,
come out
hey!
quite yet,
Who is
but
this?
it's going to be.
AJ Brown.
It's coming.
AJ Brown. That's his real
Eagles,
name,
man.
Arthur Juan Brown. AJ
coming.
Brown.
It's coming. He is TO 2.0. I'm telling you.
Where are
Oh
you?
my
wait.
God.
Just wait.
Split your jersey in half.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Just
wait.
wait.
No Eagle.
Wait a
I
minute.
don't-
Is
He's
wait a
going to
minute.
be
You're
doing
saying
sit-ups
that?
outside his house soon. I'm telling
Wait a
you.
minute. So you're talking about AJ Brown is going to be a distraction. I don't know why I'm thinking about I don't know why I'm thinking about who's on the
I'm
picture
in
right
Ross
now.
and Brown.
Yeah. That's okay.
All
All
right.
right. Okay.
But yeah, I
Uh,
mean, I got Rogers, which things go wrong in New York. You definitely start hearing about him sniping
Chris
on
Jones.
different stuff. I
Arthur
think Chris Jones
Juan
because of the
Brown.
holdout.
You looked that up?
You know,
That's just crazy, but Sal. You
yeah,
had a lot,
yeah.
you had a lot of time on your hands, son. You did.
Well, yeah, you guys should remember that name because actually I got a game coming up where that's actually one of the answers. But
Yeah.
Okay.
Dre, the Detroit Gamblers. So you had in the 4 or 5 guys that got suspended. I mean, they
Yes.
actually cut 3 of them. So, but right now Jameson Williams is the only one that's still on the team that is out for 6 games because of the gambling.
Yeah, I just thought that was a big distraction going into this season. So that was my thought process, and I didn't know how well Detroit will gel. So that's why I picked that because that was a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. All right, let's roll to the next one real quick. We got the must-have stick him on his hands as best wide receiver. This one is kind of chalk in terms of the different picks. We all kind of went with the top guys: Chase, Adams, Jefferson. No real surprises there.
No.
Let's roll to the next one.
Good job, Sal.
Finally.
Murphy's Law. This is a team that's going to have the worst luck. As you see, I got Romo there from that playoff game where he fumbled the game-winning.
I remember that game.
So yeah, we got Sal. You think the Niners, which they usually do have a lot of bad luck. I had the Vikings kind of falling apart. You got Colts, Bears, Cowboys. Kind of interesting picks over on this one. Let's go on to the next one. You got the hot seat. So these are the booty on fire. This is the coaches that be in the hot seat, especially by mid-season. I don't know about Billy Chick myself. I think he can do whatever he wants in New England.
I said that's just how I feel. I mean,
Bowles, Jermaine, that's a good one. I think.
I don't. Belichick. I don't know, man. I don't know. That may just go. I mean, especially if they don't win no more than 4 games. I mean, that's just all I'm saying.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah. Let's see. You'll see.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. So we got the coulda, woulda, shoulda. These are the teams that will get into the playoffs, but then end up losing early. So y'all gonna kill me, but I got your boys losing early. I know y'all gonna keep me on that one, but
that's just a little emotion. That's what that is.
Whatever, Mike.
Yeah,
that's what you wish.
You're not thinking with your mind, Mike. You're thinking with your emotions.
Y'all losing early was gonna get us into the Super Bowl because it's gonna be a cakewalk after that.
It's a wish.
But yeah, Sal got the Vikings, which if they get in the playoffs, that's their MO. Same with the Ravens, Bills. That's kind of been their MO also. Chargers too. So a lot of teams that are up here are ones that kind of already done it before.
Yeah.
Bills always come out strong and then they fold.
You got next one we got is the rookie sensation. So this is the rookies that we think will light it up. We got LT up there because LT is the only person in history to be defensive player of the year and defensive rookie of the year. So we got Sal, you got Jalen Carter, you and Dre both got Jalen Carter going up there. I stepped out there, took that 3rd round kicker that we got that don't be so good. So I think that's gonna go off my face. But
you definitely did not follow
if he's anything like Justin Tucker, I'll be happy. But he ain't looking like it right now. Jalen Hyatt, I think Sierra had, which is he's a tight end for Buffalo rookie, and then this one Dalton Kincaid was a receiver. Or maybe it's reverse. I think Hyatt's the receiver, Kincaid's the tight end for Buffalo. Yeah, and Hyatt's the receiver for Danny Dimes. And then Emmanuel Forbes, he's the long arm cornerback for Washington. So he looked pretty good.
in
college. So he might be a sleeper pick. I can see him doing well.
Good one half.
And then Richardson is kind of the wild card. That dude could be really good or really bad. You just don't know.
You don't know.
All right, let's go to the next one. The don't call it a comeback with your boy Geno Smith. The resurrected. So this is the veteran player that has like an outbreak year. Been around for a while. So Sal, you think Brandon Cooks down in Dallas is going to do it?
Stop
Evan
flying
Ingram,
planes.
Dre? I forgot who that even was.
Tight end.
I know who he is. Yeah, I had to look it up.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I heard.
Yeah, man. You know,
For,
I remember-
for Jacksonville, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Jacksonville. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think he's going to be the go-to for what's his name, Trevor
Yeah.
Lawrence.
And then DeMar Hamlin, it was nothing I could say. I was just kind of like, yeah, him coming back when he came from.
Baker Mayfield.
The man died on the field. I mean, come on. I mean, if he plays
you
all
can't come back for more than that. Yeah, I was just like, what can I say? Don't come.
All seriousness, DeMar Hamlin. Yeah, that's right. But Jermaine, who was he before that? I don't know who he was in Buffalo.
DeMar?
I ain't seen no like good playmaker.
He was going to hit. He was going to hit 100 tackles because he had 82.
Oh, okay.
Season.
My fault.
Yeah, he had 82.
Yeah. So he was definitely a solid player,
Okay.
But
yeah. But Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
I mean, what the
come on.
Baker,
hey,
really?
People talking about Baker. I've heard some teams talk about him that they got a new offensive coordinator down there. They got rid of Leftwich, and so far it seems like Baker is looking pretty good.
And they're
find out
dysfunctional
today against the Vikings.
They're not happy over there. I mean, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. I mean, they're two good receivers, but Baker Mayfield, man. I mean, ever since he got drafted first overall in Cleveland, I like, come on, y'all, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't get it right, And Baker Mayfield has always been Baker Mayfield. That's all. On to the next.
All right, Jay, let's go to the next one. All right, before you go to the next slide, I'm just going to say, Jay, when you hit the button, I'm going to sit quiet and let y'all do the talking.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dre.
What?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, sorry, Mike. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Sal?
It's not who I picked.
I know. No, I'm saving that for last. Sal, take that jersey off. Take it off. Take it off. I don't care about you being a realist and all that shit. Excuse me.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Whoa, you seriously, as a fan, as a Eagles diehard fan, dude, you don't pick you pick the Eagles if they're 0-17. I mean, come on, man.
You asked me who I thought the champion was.
Man. Don't pop a blood vessel because it is what it is. It is what it is.
You can't pick on emotion.
Bye, Sal.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, just don't even bring it back on.
You asked me who I think it was going to be. The Eagles defense is a problem. That's all I'm going to say.
How is Eagles?
I love it.
We don't have time.
I love it.
We
love you, Sal. We love you.
They got two linebackers they lost. They lost their safety, who was the leader in interceptions.
Whatever.
They don't have
Sal. Listen. The middle of the season, Sal. I don't want to hear you. Don't even come on. Don't even.
Here's the bet, Sal. Here's the bet. Here's the bet, Sal. If 49ers win,
you got to put a dress on.
Well, no, I was going to tell him he's going to have to wear 49er gear all the time.
No, I don't want him. No. Just like we called Mike out with the bib and the binky. No. Sal, if the Niners lose, you got to put a dress on. You got to put a dress on, man.
Talk about it later.
No, ain't no talk. No.
Keep
because
going.
if you're that confident that the Niners
going.
are going to be the NFC champions and whatnot, you need to put a dress on. All right. When they
going.
lose, you need to put a dress on.
Sal, you have enough said podcast fans coming at you with a burning steak. I'm telling you, man.
That's all right. I can handle
it.
All right.
Let's move on real quick to the AFC champions. This one, this one's interesting picks. A lot of Bengals. I think Bengals.
Yeah, I got
you on the Ravens, Mike. You see something.
I got the Ravens.
I respect you because you called out the Jaguars last year. So. I'm all right. Okay, I see.
Look at two of the Dolphins, man. Helping them Dolphins. He's helping them Dolphins.
All right, Hef. Keep on fishing.
And Sal got the Chiefs, which honestly, Sal, these are two teams he picked last year. So go ahead to Super Bowl champ. So Chiefs, Niners, Eagles. Loving them Dolphins, man. He loving them Dolphins.
The Dolphins win the Super Bowl.
Hef, who's your team, Hef? Why don't you put the Commanders on there? That's all I'm saying.
Well,
are you a Dolphins fan or you a Commanders fan? Come on.
He's keeping it real.
Ain't keeping it. All right. Well, no,
Yeah.
obviously you're not keeping it real, Mike, and definitely Sal ain't keeping it real. I mean,
No,
come
I ain't
on,
picking
man.
the Eagles. It's like hell no.
Sal, if this
I
is
know
supposed to
better
be a
than that.
rematch, you got to pick the Eagles, man. Come on.
He's
I
just picking
pick-
the right match that should happen last year. That's all.
I picked
You
Chiefs
good.
and
You're right,
Niners in the
Sal.
Super Bowl. I picked Chiefs and Niners in the
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
you picked last year. Yeah, you were right.
So
This is
hold
good.
on. We're gonna remember all this. So according to Sal,
Save
Eagles are not gonna win NFC Championship. So
Save this, please. Save this.
Oh, it's saved. It's electronic.
All
We
right,
got
it's
it.
already saved. Yeah.
It's
Gonna
on
come
video
back to
too.
bite you.
What?
I'm telling you.
All right. Let's roll real quick. We gotta go through a couple other things real quick. So
All
yeah,
right,
coach of the year. Pretty interesting. A lot of Dan Campbell. He's pretty solid. Peterson, probably could have got it last year. I got Ryan as a
Okay.
sleeper, and then Sirianni. I don't know.
KD.
McDaniels, yeah, I mean, if Tua and them go to the Super Bowl, you probably would get, coach of the year.
That's backup team, man. If it ain't the Commanders, it's the Miami Dolphins.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then our last category is GM of the year. There
It's
goes
tough
famous
for me.
draft. And Sal, you got the Chiefs.
Mhm.
GM. I got the Ravens. Especially because I got the Ravens going, into the
God,
Super Bowl.
Howie.
You got three Howies.
The Jets with Joe Douglas. I mean,
Give it a
if
rest
Aaron
with
Rodgers
Howie.
works out.
Who won it last year, Sal? Sal, who
Not
won it last
Howie.
year? Huh?
Not-
Howard
not-
got it last
Howie?
year.
No, Howie
He won the Super Bowl, but he got GM of the year.
Got the
He
GM
got
of the year
GM of
last
the
year.
year, Sal.
Yeah.
All right, Sal.
And then help for the Dolphins.
That's what I'm gonna
man.
start calling you, Sal. Sowie. That's what I'm gonna call you, Sal. Sowie. Sowie. Sowie.
Just wait. Just
Yeah.
wait.
So yeah, man, that's enough said. There are predictions,
Mhm.
top to bottom.
Man, this
Wrap
is gonna be interesting season, guys. Definitely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Looking forward to it.
All
Looking
right.
forward to it.
Yeah,
definitely say this. I need to put
Oh,
mine.
yeah.
Put that in
Oh
the
yeah, I
book.
got
Yeah,
it. Don't
I'm
worry.
looking at the AFC North. I'm not North.
Mhm.
The AFC with the Patriots, Bills. Yeah. And
Yeah, y'all
and,
messed
and,
me up with that Dakota. That Dakota.
and Detroit.
I was like, man.
that whole division. The
And
NFC
AJ
North
Brown,
division.
Arthur.
Oh
Jones
yeah,
Brown.
Sal. Yeah, that messed me up too. I'm
If
like,
AJ Brown was watching, he like, what? You put my government name, put my birth name up there.
All right, let's rock because we're getting into the
Okay.
hour mark here. Believe it or
Yeah.
not, man. So let's talk about a couple games this week really quickly. Some predictions. There's 5 of them that kind of stood out to all of us. So let's see what
Okay.
we got here. We'll just go around the horn real quick. First one, Dallas and Giants. Dre, who you got?
Giants.
All right, Mike.
Dallas.
Oh, all right,
yeah,
Jermaine.
Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah, I got
Dallas.
Dallas.
Always beats them.
Yeah, I got
All
that.
right, I'm gonna go with the Giants. I'm with Dre on that. I'm gonna go with the Giants on that one.
Motion.
Yep.
All right, Buffalo and Jets. Who you got, Dre?
Oof. My drunk self says Jets.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, Jets.
All right, Jermaine.
Jets.
Jets.
Yeah.
I got Buffalo. All right.
Yeah.
Next one, Browns and Bengals. Dre?
Bengals.
Ooh. All right. Mike.
Don't know how, but Browns.
Oh, Jermaine.
Yeah, same here. I'm thinking about the Browns too. Yeah.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
of Bengals. All right.
Bengals
Let's
just like
talk-
to start slow. Every
Yup,
season
they do. They
slow.
start off slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Let's talk about Pittsburgh and San Fran. Dre.
Ooh, I'm taking San Fran. But
Where's this game at?
yeah, where's
It's
it
in
at?
Pittsburgh.
It's in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh?
I should be there, but I'm at home. Yeah. It's in Pittsburgh.
Mike, who you got? I know who Mike got, but
Come on now.
yeah. I don't even
Yeah,
have to
San
ask that
Fran.
one. All right. Jermaine, who you got?
I got San Fran.
Yeah, I got San Fran as well. Last but not least, guys, Eagles and the Patriots.
You go, Sal. Sal, this game.
Yo, Sal, you go first.
Yeah,
Get it
you
out the
go
way.
first, Sal. Please.
Go ahead.
We can't end you by predicting, the end of the show. Go, Sal.
I'm gonna say if it was week 5, I'd have the Eagles hands down. I just think they're gonna have some rust, and it's Bill Belichick. Sorry, guys, I'm picking New England. I think this is one that I think this is one that they have a rough time with, just because it's too
Next,
early.
You know, I don't have-
next.
You don't know I have to say it, or Jermaine. So
All
you
right.
know who's
I
gonna win
mean,
that
it's
game.
going to be look. All I'm saying is, and Dre probably agrees with me, it's going to be an ugly game. It's going to be ugly, and it's probably going to come down to the middle of the fourth quarter to when somebody it's going to exactly just pull away. But Philly's going to pull it out.
Running
All
back
right,
committees.
we
I
shall
got
see.
I got Eagles. Yeah, I think they have too much firepower to
I agree.
lose. You know, barring injury, I think they'll win. I think New England will look better than what they looked last year. They won't be as dysfunctional, but Eagles is just a better team.
So Hef's got the Commodores 42-10 over the Cardinals.
Oh, man, look, all right, hey,
You know,
Hef,
that's-
if you're listening right now, Hef, you will be on the Enough Said podcast next week, all right? And you're hosting it. That's what you're doing. We're just going to sit back and you're going to host our show, all right?
Oh my
When
God.
I believe that the Cardinals will beat the Commanders. That's going to be the major upset of the week. I'm saying
Wow, that's
that's what I'm
okay.
saying.
That's a
And
bold
like
prediction.
I said, you talk about we agree on everything. No, we don't. No, we don't. That's I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Hef,
You know,
just clear your schedule for next Sunday, all right? Because you will be hosting our show next week.
Wow.
you know what's funny? Mike had Kyle as the Ryan Leaf. Was it Ryan Leaf one?
And Kyler,
Mhm.
yeah.
There you go.
Watch him go off today.
You might.
Kyler?
He's gonna go off in the
Kyler's not
owner's
playing,
booth.
is he?
He's
not
out.
playing.
He's
Yeah,
out.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
my
out.
He's
fault.
already a bust. Yeah. He's still not recovered
He's
yet.
already a
Yeah.
bust.
Hey.
They haven't announced who the quarterback. I don't even really announce who the quarterback's going to play yet because they got Dobbs and they got some rookie guy they picked up from somewhere.
Well, I told
Everything
him,
Arizona does look like a team that's tanking, but
yeah.
you know, when guys start getting hit and then Darsky, start talking trash, it's like, oh, you guys suck.
Mhm.
Everyone keeps talking about how bad they're going to be.
Mhm.
That's those are the kind of teams you got to watch out
You
for.
gotta be
'cause
careful
They won't
because-
try
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, because Commanders will sleep. Yeah, I think look,
Yeah.
that's just anybody. Because I was
They'll win
sleeping
this
on them
game.
too. It's like, oh yeah, we'll walk in this game. Yeah, we'll yeah.
Commanders
Yeah.
will win. I'm just messing.
It's a home game. It's like first sellout game in I don't know 3-4 years or something like that.
I saw
got new
Chase is
ownership,
out though. Chase is
all
out,
that stuff.
Chase
Yeah,
Young is
Chase-
out for a
He
couple
always
weeks.
been out. He's
Yeah,
been
he's
out
out.
forever.
which I'm
Out
shocked.
again.
I don't know
Like,
if he matters. He don't even matter.
He doesn't. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't played
don't
since his
matter.
rookie season. You know what I mean? But,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, that hope is just that guy is just. I don't think he's committed. I don't know. I don't think he really wants to play. But
Mhm.
no, the Commanders should win based on everything we've seen, especially in the offseason and whatnot, and in the preseason. But if they can play down to their competition, and it's run a rain here, and this, the Washington's field is notorious for being garbage. The grass field is terrible. So that's a leveling, the playing field, as they say, with the whole mud and lack of traction and all that kind of stuff. So it could be a slugfest. So it's possible they could
Alright.
lose.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, well, we'll see. So, hey, guys, great show today. We'll wrap it up really quickly, go around the horn, quick 30 seconds here. Anything you want to say? Jermaine, start us off, man.
Eagles. All right, let's get it back. Let's get back to the promised land and finish our business. What we tried to do last year. Let's do it. All right.
All
Good to
right.
see you guys, though. Good to see you guys back for another season. I think
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna have a great season and everything. I think it's gonna be fun. But yeah, good to see you guys. Sorry for being late, Trey. All right. You don't have to call me out.
You were on time. You were military late. 5
Military late.
Yeah, man.
Military late.
So it's cupcakes, man. All right, Mike, what do you got?
Yeah, definitely excited for the season. This is an
Mhm.
interesting year because my team gets to play pretty much all the teams that all my friends and family root for. Everything from the Ravens to the Commanders to the Eagles, Chargers, you name it. My team gets to
Forget them
play them this year.
Steelers.
So I'm excited. Steelers today. My wife's just diehard Pittsburgh
Right.
fan. She's from Pittsburgh, so yeah, man. All season. Bernice too. She hit me up. So
Okay.
yeah, it's interesting to get to see that this year. Hopefully, I get to talk a lot of trash.
Hey, let's lay this Brock Purdy mess to rest. All right. Let's just lay that to rest. All right.
Oh,
Come
you'll see.
week
He'll
4,
light-
Ridley's gonna be sitting up there just laughing.
He'll be fine. He got Christian
Mr.
McCaffrey and all the
Mr.
weapons.
Irrelevant. Mr. Irrelevant. Okay.
His job is easy.
Right.
Don't throw a pick. Just get the ball to the playmakers. Your job is done. They will catch the ball. They will catch the ball. I'm like Mahomes players. They will catch the ball and take care of business.
All right. Dre, what do you got?
It's the thought on top of my head. Take that jersey off, Sal.
Oh, man.
Take it
Come
off.
on now.
Take it off,
Come
man.
on. Come
That's all
on.
I gotta say.
He's a
Man.
Enough
know,
said.
You guys asked me who I think is going to be there. Yeah, would I like the Eagles? to be there?
realist.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, you got to.
Would you like the Eagles to be there?
So, I
No.
mean, come on, man. So they are. I'll leave it at that. Let's see what happens today and throughout the next couple of weeks. We'll leave it at that. And you guys are going to be coming back and saying he was right.
Obviously, they're a wild card team for you. So
I don't think they're going to be a wild card, but I don't think they're going to be what they were last year. That's all I said. I don't think.
Oh,
you got
that's
an
the
NFC
real
you don't
thing.
got an NFC championship.
So,
Real quick question, guys. Real quick question.
Mhm.
And I know
Yeah.
Sal already have his answer. Real fast. Is the schedule that the Eagles have right now, would they will be in the same predicament if they had that schedule last year?
no.
I say no, because last
would
year they had the
say-
easiest schedule or second easiest schedule in the
Yeah, I
league.
know. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I would say no.
yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they will be okay. Okay.
but
all right.
We shall see. That's why you play to win the game. That's why you do
That's
it.
I would
So-
say this though, real quick: the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, they're on stage today to see how they do. We lost both of them last year. So.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not
Sirianni's
worried about
offensive
Gannon. I'm not worried
coordinator,
about
right?
Gannon. That's all. Huh? What'd you say?
Sirianni's the offensive coordinator now, right?
No, he's. I don't think he. No, I don't think he's not.
Or is the quarterback coach? Is the quarterback
Quarterback coach.
Quarterback's
Yeah.
coach.
Okay. Yeah.
And Desai
And
is
we
the
have
defensive coordinator.
we have Seahawks guy. Now we have him.
Mhm.
Our defensive coordinator for the Seahawks.
Desai, yeah. But
All right.
we shall see. But
All right.
gentlemen, good
All right.
show. Always a
All right.
pleasure. Everybody can catch us as usual. Like I said, let us know your thoughts. Enough said crew@gmail.com. Follow us. We are every week now. Next week we have a Commanders fan, I think. Is that what we're doing? We got Tony on next week,
Yeah.
guys. Is that what we're
Yeah, I
doing?
got Tony coming on. Yep.
Yeah, and,
All right.
and
Maybe half.
half of
Depending
you
on how
on
things
that
go.
too.
Yeah.
Depending on how things go, we'll see how it goes. But we're now on every week now, from last year. We want to do some shows and get everybody's thoughts and get some more visibility. So we're gonna get online, see everybody. We're looking forward to it, guys. Great show. We'll catch up with
Good
you
show,
all
guys.
next week.
Next
All
week.
right.
All right.
Peace.
See ya.
Later, everybody.
Enjoy the games. Yep.